Tell us about AI. What is it and why is it so important? Well, AI as a concept has existed for several years. It was the first time that term was coined was in 1974. But it's just recently that we are seeing all the hype around it. Everybody is talking about it. Everybody has an opinion about it. People are thinking about it. I just see a lot of buzz around AI, and rightfully so, because it's one of the newest technologies which is going to impact mankind in a way that the way we were impacted when, say, the steam engine came into the picture in the 18th century. And what that gave, the power that it gave, was we were able to use energy that was beyond human muscle power. We were able to generate energy that didn't come just from us. And that took us to a whole new level of lifestyle. The enormous amounts of energy that could be generated by using steam and other natural resources resulted in factories and mass production, railways and mass transportation, and it led to life as we know it today. I believe a similar thing is happening today, where our brain power or our mind power is getting extended. Our muscle power got extended in the 18th century, and now it's more about the brain power. And I think life again is going to change quite a bit. Just like as we've seen in the 18th century, it was a number of technologies that came together. And today we are seeing not only AI, but there's also virtual reality and augmented reality. There's blockchain, and there is evolution in IoT, and there is technology around 3D printing. Each of these technology by itself is huge, but when you have all these technologies growing at the same time, I think the change is going to be enormous. Where do you see AI in the next 5 years? That's an interesting question. Let me level set it a little bit. In my view, there are 3 types of AI. Artificial narrow intelligence refers to a form of intelligence which is able to match or be better at human brain power at doing one very specific narrow task. Then there is artificial general intelligence. General intelligence is a form of intelligence that is able to do everything that a human being can do and cuts across all aspects of human brain power. And then the third one is artificial superintelligence. Artificial superintelligence is smarter than the smartest human beings. It is smarter than all human brain power combined. And today, when we talk about AI, it's mostly referring to artificial narrow intelligence, whether it is being able to beat human brain at chess, or whether it is self-driving cars or autonomous vehicles. It's really focused on being better at one narrow aspect of what a human brain can do. And I think over the next decade, we will truly see artificial narrow intelligence reach its limits. We are nowhere near artificial general intelligence, and artificial superintelligence seems to be even further away. A lot of the fear and doom and gloom stories come from the fact of artificial superintelligence, when the artificial intelligence is actually more powerful and smarter than all of human brain power combined. But given where we are with our technologies, whether it is the data or compute power, I don't see artificial superintelligence taking over mankind anytime in our lifetimes, at least. The relationship between technology and work has always been complex. There's always a fear, whether it's when we had the first industrial revolution and the second industrial revolution to the rise of the internet. There's always a fear that new technology is going to replace jobs or to make certain roles extinct. But I've also seen that technology creates new roles and new jobs. If you look back at the rise of the internet, or the mobile technologies. 30 years ago, there was nobody with the title of an iOS developer or a UX designer. These were roles that came into existence and rose in the past few decades. And I think AI is going to have a similar impact. AI is going to eliminate certain jobs, but it's also going to create a lot of new jobs, jobs that we don't even know about today. The more important question is, how are we preparing a future workforce that is ready for these new jobs? We need to prepare our future generations so that they can work alongside robots and alongside machines that might be as smart as them or smarter than them in certain aspects. So to answer your question, I do think it's going to remove jobs, but it's also going to create new jobs. Humans for AI is a non-profit that I started, which is really focused on addressing the diversity problem that we see in tech by leveraging AI. As I was saying, the internet and mobile technologies created new roles and new jobs which needed different skill sets. And I think AI is going to do a similar thing. Now, it is up to us to prepare a workforce of the future which is actually more diverse. I think we have an opportunity here. We have about 5 to 10 years when you're going to need a workforce that is extremely AI savvy. The second data point is that today AI is still in its infancy. We are very much in the artificial narrow intelligence phase. But as AI, the technology mature, we are going to need deep domain experts. Can we proactively attract more women and minorities to be the ones who bridge the gap between the domain and AI? Can we actually attract women lawyers, women accountants, women nurses to be the future AI product designers, product managers? I see this as an opportunity for us to actually bring in the women and minorities into tech by training them specifically with AI savvy skill sets.